What's up, my people? Welcome to Vertical Football. Welcome to another episode of Transfer Reactions. I'm your host, as usual, Shegu. And guys, I know you can see we're talking about Victor Osimhen. Why we think Victor Osimhen would be a good choice. You could even argue a perfect choice for Manchester United. I think, first of all, we all agree. We should have come to the point where we all agree that Manchester United needs a new striker. I think it's a sudden development after the fact that the last two transfer windows we invested, each of those transfer windows in the summer, we've invested in buying a striker in person of Rasmus Højlund and Joshua Zexi, but for some reason we still need a striker. So what is it that Victor Osimhen has that this current crop of players do not have? So this is what we want to try to talk about, what Victor Osimhen brings to Manchester United. First of all, I think we need a goal machine. I have to say this. I think these two players we have in Rasmus Højlund and Joshua Zexi are good players. But when you look at them, you can't see the fire to want to score goals. I think, and one of the things I believe that made the likes of Chicharito, that's Hernandez, to be a success in Manchester United, and even to have that relatively considerable amount of success in his career, is the fire to want to score goals. I don't see it in them. I don't see the famous reaction of Ruud van Nistelrooy when Man United plays a game and he doesn't score, and you can just see it in him that this guy is not happy. I don't see it in this crop of players, the likes of Zexi and Højlund. I think they are just happy to play the game. They are not particularly. They don't have that edge to them, whether they score or they don't score. They don't really care. So I believe one of the reasons why we need Victor Osimhen at Manchester United is this guy wants to score goals. This guy is a goal machine. This guy is one of those players you watch in world football and you see that his primary objective, he has it already ingrained in him, that his primary objective is to score goals. His primary objective, even though I know it's not the only player out there that has that mindset, but I feel this is one of the mindset in terms of primary objective is to score goals. Second thing I believe makes Victor Osimhen a good choice for Manchester United is the strength and the speed. Strength and the speed. I think you look at it, that Manchester United is a team that, looking at the pattern of Ruben Amorim, we are a team that needs a player that can hold up play and link up. It's clear. And you see sometimes it's also like a plan B, an escape route when you cannot even dominate the midfield, or when you want to quickly exploit the weaknesses of the centre backs and just throw it to them. And I feel the two players clearly cannot do that. That's Højlund and Zexi. They can't do that. I think even Zexi is still better. Højlund recently has not been good in that. That's really been terrible. Always falling, always being bullied. But I believe Victor Osimhen is that player that can do that. That has the speed. I think if you are in doubt, I think you can just maybe try and watch Napoli versus Liverpool. I think at Napoli's home in a Champions League a few years ago, and see the way Victor Osimhen made Van Dijk life terrible. Van Dijk is regarded by a lot of people as one of the best defenders of all time, or in the Premier League, and see the way Victor Osimhen made his life, terrible, living hell in that game. So this guy is strong. This guy can win the ball, can hold up the play, and can also link up with his teammate and has a good speed on his legs. So I believe these are the things that bring him, bring him into the right frame to be a Manchester United player. Next thing, I believe that he has the desire and the energy. This guy has fire. He's an African, and most times Africans are fiery. There's that passion, there's that desire. Africans and also South Americans, I think definitely other nations also have. But speaking about Africa, I believe this guy would want to be Manchester United. I don't see a situation where Manchester United goes for Victor Osimhen and he doesn't come. So Manchester United need to go for him. I believe he has a desire, he has that passion, and I think that's something we need. We need the person that is starting our front foot press to start with desire and energy. We need the person that is holding up play, that is even one of the players coming into this team should have that passion, that desire, wanting to, wanting to win, wanting to make defenders have a 30 time per game. So I believe that Victor Osimhen really has the desire, really has the energy, something we seriously need in our team. Lastly, I think one of the things that makes Victor Osimhen a perfect choice for Manchester United is that he's a bully. We need a bully. At that front, I mentioned something some weeks ago on the podcast about how the target men or people that are playing that role of target man, how that when you have a good player that can do that as a target man, I know be a bully to the defenders, that defenders really do not like that. I know people talk about people that can players that can play, in the blind side of defenders, that can move, and I think that's also good. They are also good strikers, very, very good strikers. But I think if you look at the trajectory of the strikers that we have had that have been highly successful, proper strikers now that be highly successful, except for don't consider the likes of Ronaldo and Messi, but proper strikers, you see that these are players that make defenders' life a living hell. And I think we need a bully. We need a player that the two center backs of the opposition would gapsy for breath after every game and say, he's tough playing this guy. He's really tough playing this guy. Someone that has that, that strength to make it a living hell. I believe if you can do that, it's one of the things that helped him to win the league, really. I believe we need that. So, guys, this is my opinion on why Victor Osimhen will be a good choice for Manchester United. And I think people can be like, oh, why not Gyökeres? I've also given my opinion on, I feel Gyökeres has a lot of these qualities, if not all of these qualities. But I feel Gyökeres is still a young guy. In my own perfect, if I was to be the Manchester United, I will sell Højlund based on current form now. Sell Højlund and maybe get the two of them, Højlund, that's Osimhen and Gyökeres, to come in, and see how it goes. Then maybe Zexi then plays like a number 10 role. But I think the resources, are not the reality for Manchester United right now. So I believe Victor Osimhen would be a good choice because he has the experience, because he's much more tested on a higher level than Victor Gyökeres. But whichever way, we're getting a Victor, right? So then whichever way, so I think the two strikers are all Victor Osimhen and Victor Gyökeres, right? If I'm not mistaken. So, guys, thank you very much for sticking with me. This is This is a transfer reaction from Vertical Football Podcast. So, guys, please, as usual, fans of Manchester United, please drop your comment on this topic. Victor Osimhen, the perfect choice for Manchester United in a striking role. What are your opinions? Do you think he will be a good choice? I know it is still a point of discussion. So, guys, drop your opinions on the comment section. And please don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe. And most importantly, don't forget to share. Thank you. See you next time. Bye.